有人爱小丑。
His voice is so beautiful.
为何孤独不可光荣？人只有不完美值得歌颂。谁说污泥满身的不算英雄？
Building up.
爱你孤身走暗巷，爱你不跪的模样，爱你对峙不绝望，不肯哭一场，爱你破烂的衣裳，却敢堵命运的枪，爱你和我那么像，缺口都一样。去吧，飞吧，这褴褛的披风，战吧，战啊！你最卑微的梦，是那黑夜中的呜咽与怒吼。
很高兴 Tazmin 再次回到我的频道，欢迎 Tazmin。
大家好。
那今天我们要一起聆听原唱陈奕迅和蒙古歌手腾格的《孤勇者》。
听起来很棒，我迫不及待想听了。
Right guys, so if you don't know who Tazmin is, she is a professional singer from the UK that grew up in Beijing. And so what that means is she has the amazing skill where that she can both sing in English and in Chinese.
当我还是那个懵懂的女孩。
Right, Tazmin, today we're listening to an absolute banger of a song which is called 孤勇者, or in English, The Lonely Warrior. And we're not listening to one, but two splendid versions of it by two incredible Chinese artists. So the first artist is called陈奕迅, and he was the original singer. So I'd like to give you a flavor of the original song. And then after that, we've got a Mongolian singer from内蒙古 who is called腾格, who I know from previously listening to him performing with Zhou Shen, who we listened to last week. He's a big fan. And he's got a really interesting style of singing. It's a bit more located in the throat, and it's something that I feel as Brits, we don't get to experience too much. And then at the very end, I've got a little surprise to show you, third version of the song, but we'll talk about that more when we get to it.
Surprise. Okay, great. I'm so excited.
So Tazmin, shall we take a listen to 孤勇者, the first version by the original singer,陈奕迅?
Yes, I'm so excited. Let's go.
Let's go, 陈奕迅.
Oh. That is a sick bass line.
Yeah. The bass line's so like warbling.
都是勇敢的，你额头的伤口，你的不同，你犯的错，都不必隐藏。你破旧的玩偶，你的面具，你的自我。他们说要带着光驯服每一头怪兽。
I love the way the song builds up. It builds the energy up.
His voice is so beautiful.
为何孤独不可光荣？人只有不完美值得歌颂。谁说污泥满身的不算英雄？
Building up.
爱你孤身走暗巷，爱你不跪的模样，爱你对峙过绝望，不肯哭一场，爱你破烂的衣裳，却敢堵命运的枪，爱你和我那么像，缺口都一样。去吗，黑马，这褴褛的披风，战吗，战啊！你最卑微的梦，是那黑夜中的呜咽与怒吼。 谁说站在光里的才算英雄
That line has been in my head so much that 才算英雄 that is always going in my head. I love it.
他们说要戒了你的狂，就像擦掉了污垢。他们说。 要顺台阶而上，而代价是低头。那就让我不可乘风，你一样骄傲着那种孤勇。谁说对弈平凡的不算英雄？爱你孤身走暗巷，爱你不跪的模样，爱你对峙过绝望，不肯哭一。 向，缺口都一样。是吗？黑马，这褴褛的披风，战马，战马，以最卑微的梦，直达黑夜中的无言与怒吼。谁说站在光里的才算英雄？爱你孤身走暗巷，爱你不跪的模样，爱你对峙过绝望，不肯哭一场，爱你来自于蛮荒，一生不借谁的光，你将造你的城邦，在废墟之上。去吧，去啊，以最卑微的梦，战马，战啊，以最孤高的梦，直达黑夜中的无言与怒吼。谁说站在光里的才算英雄？
It's so eerie that do 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 do, isn't it?
全城的人都要高看我们。
It's really beautiful.
Woo.
太好了。Well, I have to say that was an incredible song. And after this video, Jack, I am 100% adding it to my playlist because I want to hear that every day. His voice is very, very gentle. It's beautiful. And you can tell that he's utilizing his lower register for all the warmer tones. It's very comforting, his singing, in my opinion. It's not too sharp. It's not too in your face. And it's very easy to listen to. It's very mellow, and I just love his voice. I've never heard him before. So one part that really stood out to me where his vocals were just beautiful and very delicate, even though he has such a strong voice, was in the middle eight. So after the first verse, after the bridge, which is the pre-chorus, and after the first chorus, there's another verse, and then a chorus again. And the part of the music we call before the last chorus is called the middle eight. And so in the middle eight of this song, where it goes, he's demonstrating such incredible vocal ability and versatility because he's jumping up suddenly, and he's using his falsetto, which is really beautiful. You can hear there's like quite a few double takes going on, which means he sang it over and over, and they've put the vocals on top of each other to strengthen it, and it sounds really beautiful, and it makes this dark song quite light, which I think makes it so easy to listen to. So I really love that song. He did a great job. 真的很好听。
Well, your analysis of that is so good because I think you described what I think about it is a dark song, and like he is talking about like difficult things in the lyrics and even the music video itself, but there is such a softness to it, isn't there? Like the way his voice is singing it, that's a really great way of describing it. So I'm really excited to show you Tengge's version of it, which is kind of completely different, really.
I love seeing the different versions because it just shows like people are so creative. They can do whatever they want with this song.
Right then, Tazmin, this is Tengge, the Mongolian singer from内蒙古. So I'm excited to show you his version of 孤勇者.
Sounds amazing.
是勇敢的，你额头的伤口，你的不同，你犯的错，都不必隐藏。你破旧的玩偶，你的面具，你的自我。
Again, he's so soft with his voice, isn't he?
他们说
Very
要带着
delicate.
光驯服每一头怪兽。他们说要缝好你的伤，没有人爱小丑。为何孤独不可光荣？人只有不完美，值得歌颂。谁说污泥满身的不算英雄？爱 爱你孤身走暗巷，爱你不跪的模样，爱你对峙过绝望，不肯哭一场，爱你破烂的衣裳，却敢堵命运的枪，爱你和我那么像，缺口都一样。去吧，飞吧，这褴褛的披风，战吧，战啊！你最卑微的梦，是那黑夜中的呜咽与怒吼。谁说站在光里的才算英雄？
Like there's almost like a gravel, the way it's coming from so deep in his throat.
Yeah.
再痛苦也要活着，因为我的使命没完成。
Oh yeah, I forgot this part of the
他们
video.
说要戒了你的狂，就像擦掉了污。
I think he's doing this video in thanks to like public
他
servants.
们说
That's what I think
要
this
顺
part
台阶
is.
而上，而代价是低头。
Because China's had the floods and COVID and these different types
那
of
就让
things.
我
So saying these public servants like lonely warriors like fighting.
那种
Really
不
beautiful.
用。谁说对弈平凡的不算英雄？爱你孤身走暗巷，爱你不跪的模样，爱你对峙过绝望，不肯哭一场，爱你破烂的衣裳，却敢堵命运的枪，爱你和我那么像，缺口都一样。去吧，飞吧，这褴褛的披风，战吧，战啊！你最卑微的梦，是那黑夜中的呜咽与怒吼。谁说站在光里的才算英雄？伴我一生不
This is a little late.
同，沉默真爱与痛。 爱你孤身走暗巷，爱你不跪的模样，爱你对峙过绝望，不肯哭一场，爱你来自于蛮荒，一生不借谁的光，你将造你的城邦在废墟之上。去吧，去啊！你最卑微的梦，战吧，战啊！你最孤高的梦，是那黑夜中的呜咽与怒吼。 谁说站在光里的才算英雄？
哇塞，太好听了。Whoa, that guy's amazing.
Yeah, he's totally cool, right? Like I'll let you speak on it because you're the expert, but it's amazing how he's so soft, but then has the power from the back of his throat.
Where do I start? I love this guy. His voice is amazing. So I think you mentioned in the video, he had a very gravelly tone at points, so there was a huskiness in his voice. However, I just want to articulate that I think the most impressive thing about his vocal performance was his control. So in the first few lines of the song, as you mentioned, it was just so delicate. And it's not that often that we hear male singers singing this delicately, this controlled, you know, in songs. It's normally like female songs, we hear women singing like that. So it's a really refreshing to hear this. But I want to say that his control is beautiful because he handles the low notes with such ease and then jumping up as the chorus progresses and the song gets filled with more energy and you get this huge crescendo and it's amazing. And his voice suddenly turns into this passionate, powerful machine where we hear that gravel tone come out. And a lot of singers are really famous for their like gravel tones. I know Christina Aguilera, for example, when you can do like a riff, and that's beautiful. Like it just shows the dynamics in his voice, how he can go from this controlled, hushed singing, which is very gentle and delicate and beautiful, and then to this more powerful, strong voice that really resonates with you, or it resonates with me, because I need to go find this guy and tell him how good he is.
So I'm going to recommend to you, he first became successful I think it was in the 80s. He did a song called Mongolren, which is all about his love of like Mongolian culture and like being a Mongolian person. And that song really demonstrates those characteristics of his voice that you've just talked about. So I will send you the link to that after the video, Tazmin.
Thank you.
Right, so our last version of Guyongja is a little bit of a surprise. It's one of my friends and his sister, Sean, who is a Brit, singing an English version of the song. Sean lives in China and he can sing Chinese, but what they've done along with his sister is he's done a collaboration and changed the words into English. And I just think it's such a cool version and I absolutely love it. So I wanted to share it with you. Right, here we go then with our British brother and sister. And doing the English version of Guyongja.
I love this intro.
The English lyrics have been written by Sean himself, so well done, Sean, for giving us a translation.
Highly, highly.
The bravest soul, wearing all their bruises, scars and wounds, they're all on show. Don't hide, no need to hide.
I'm gonna want to start singing now.
Conceding your true side. This it goes and tame every monster with your life.
That's nice, isn't it? Brother and sister singing together.
Go fight every single fight like this is your last fight. Not every hero wears a golden crown or hears the sound of glory from the crowd. We said heroes can't be found here on the ground.
Love how you stand on your own, won't bow down to anyone. Love how you keep fighting on when all hope is gone. Love how you refuse to cry.
It's good, isn't it?
So similar, you and I both refuse to die. Go now, should I? Wearing these ragged clothes, I'll fight, survive to keep my dream alive. For the meekest and the valiant, be my foe. Who said heroes can't be ordinary souls?
Woo!
Incredible translation as well.
Yeah.
They say grow the seeds of your demise now have already been sown. Before you know, your head is sagging low, your friends end up in a row. No matter how much rain and winds may blow, still we will make a stand, all alone. Who said ordinary players are heroes?
Love how you stand on your own, won't bow down to anyone. Love how you keep fighting on.
I love Sean's like hands during his performance as well. He communicates through his hands so much.
Yeah.
You and I both refuse to die. Go now, should I? Wearing these ragged clothes, I'll fight, survive to keep my dream alive. For the meekest and the valiant, be my foes. Who said heroes can't be ordinary souls?
Oh, there's a Chinese part.
Wow.
Love how you stand on your own, don't bow down to anyone. Love how you keep fighting on when all hope is gone. Love the glory's all your own, step into the danger zone. You can build the world you want on top of ruined stones. Go now, to keep my dream alive. I'll fight, survive, give everything my life. For the meekest and the valiant, be my foe.
Love it.
Who said heroes can't be ordinary souls?
Wow.
It's so nice, isn't it? Their voices are so complimentary.
Hala, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So I think Sean's got a real talent for doing that. He's done that quite a few times before, where he's taken popular Chinese songs and translated the lyrics and still managed to make them fit into the song. But yeah, 3 incredible versions for you there.
Wow, thank you so much. There is so, my goodness, I don't even know what to say. Again, I'm speechless. It was amazing.
They're all super different and like brilliant in their own right. Normally when I do these types of videos, I always say like, oh, which one was your favorite? But I'm just not going to ask it because I don't think it's fair.
No, you can't.
So Tazmin, we set up your Bilibili channel for you last video and it's done amazingly well. You've already got over 1,000 subscribers, and I would encourage everybody watching, if you're not already, go and subscribe to her because she is an absolute star. And she did just mention that you're thinking about doing maybe your own version of Guyongja. So if you guys do want to see that, make sure you leave a comment for Tazmin, giving her some encouragement. And also if you've got any other songs you'd like her to sing, whether that's in English or in Chinese, leave her a suggestion. But yeah, we shall leave it there for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining Tazmin. And 如果你喜欢这期视频，请给我点赞。好的，那我们下次再见，拜拜。
谢谢大家，拜拜，再见。